Ante nga klase siyang tao, te. Intoon lang ang mangunguma, di niya. Tagaan ka mo livelihood, kay pobrahon ka mo.
Basi tatlo ka bulan, sa kontraktual ka lang anay. Tapos basi kung makapasar ka sa tatlo ka bulan, extinan ka man, simple may tsansa ka da, basi ma-regular ka man eh. Muna ang balya. Tapos pag gitagaan kontrata, tatlo ka bulan. Pag-atag tatlo ka bulan kontrata, sa pagkalambot sa tatlo ka bulan, tapos na akong kontrata, nagpalo up ko. Nagambal sa amon supervisor, nga palo up pa lang, kasi niya may extend ka. Tigi, sulat-sulat yan lang to sa notebook, hasta karoon nga sulat-sulat, yung tugyapon naman na paabot.
Imperiled food security, environmental destruction, loss of livelihood opportunities. Nothing happened? But that can hardly be said about the mining industry. A lot has been happening here, and it is happening fast.
We've come in, we've put up an economic enterprise. We've given employment to hundreds of people. We've trained them. We've given them skills. We've given them safety gadgets. We've developed ancillary businesses with the locals in that area. Food, transportation, you name it. Maintenance of certain equipment, all these things. The economy in that part of that province has picked up. What would the laborer who's working in Philex in Bulawan, who's receiving incidentally higher than the minimum wage in Negros, what's the alternative for him? Subsistence farming, maybe? Growing kamote or whatever else that they can possibly grow.
Sa Philex Mining, mostly ang mga workers, kadamo sa mga nasulod sa labor-only contracting scheme. Pero kung mag-agi gani sa kontraktor, gamay lang ang magasto niya sa Philex. Ay mabayad lang siya sa 180. Then, ang kontraktor naman, mabayad naman sa isa kagatos sa workers. Di waay pa sang liability ang Philex. Waay sang bugas, waay sang benepisyo ng inugatag. At the same time, ang security of tenure, hindi pa exercise sa mga tao nga sa kontraktor.
Choices are few in the remote towns, and mainstream development concepts bring new needs. In search for ready income, people tend to accept mining, not fully aware that it will alter their livelihood opportunities and environment forever.
When you've trained miners for 75 years, after the mining company goes, what will the miners do in the community? After all the minerals are gone, what will they do? On the other hand, if you try to develop what is already there, such as agricultural enterprises, the employment would be a bit more sustainable. What the mining industry says that the mining industry in the Philippines will feel the need for minerals actually is not true. What is actually true is that we import most of our needed metals. If our standard was small communities and what they need for their particular sustenance or for their particular metallic needs, then we wouldn't need large capital investments. There is a connivance between big industry, not only big Filipino industry, but transnational interests with the government, with our state. In the guise of economic development, they are saying that they are partnering with industry because they bring in the money. The very concept of development, therefore, would simply be growth in the gross national product.
In March 1995, the Republic Act 7942 was signed into law. Soon after that, a proud Fidel Ramos went to Australia, bearing the gift of 2 approved financial and technical assistance agreements for the Australian mining companies Western Mining Corporation and Climax Arimco. Climax Arimco made the debut in Kasibu Town in Nueva Vizcaya its home. Life is changing for this quiet mountain barangay.
Dumating ang Arimco, gusto nilang gagamitin yung mga kabarangayan namin na umupos sa amin. Pero na-anticipate ko yan. Huwag kayong gagawa ng ganun. Ayaw namin mag-away-away. Lagi akong pinaalalahan sila kung meron silang ininegosyate at hindi ako kasali dyan. pagkatapos nakialam ako bigla, wala akong karapatan daw at bayaan yung mga barangay officials at mga politician, mga yan, sabi nila. Yan ang ayaw ko. Sino bang may tao? Ang barangay council o ang kumpanya? Ito din sila ang pinakamaliit na deposito. Pero kapag tinatanong namin kung bakit ano itong ispat-ispat dito na parehas ng ispat ng hanggang sila, sabi nila hindi pa napatunayan na iya ay gold or copper.
Talagang dito nga imay kami dito i-review. Agak dalang basbasit kami nga talaga kit agasim ting impromise santo imbes na kumata kasanga puwing pintas ti biyag hindi kas ano ngay letati kwa talaga nga kasasakit ti kwamin tati kunada no jay madi handa nga pilitin di gusto ko madi ay ngayon tatakit kwa kana yun mit nga adati kwa latta nga handa mit nga stop dito ayan mi nga dinaw yan nga kasabil pilitin na kami lattapay.
For centuries, government assistance has been few and far between. Many communities do not have barangay schools. Many of them do not have support for their waterworks. Many of them do not have irrigation. Many of them do not have farm-to-market roads. Many of them rely on the local usurer for credit assistance in terms of planting their crops. So that therefore,